All right, I got the hood open and I'll share with you what happened here. So I popped the hood when it wasn't starting. It kind of clicked, but it didn't turn over. And I discovered the positive terminal has been shimmed to keep it from, I think, shorting against the body. And there was that nail right there, kind of stuck into the side. And it actually, I don't know if it was making contact or not, but I pulled it out and I used a Leatherman that I happened to find in the truck to tighten down the connector a little bit, and that got me the juice to start it back again. Got it back to the shop and I tightened that down. It's real secure and seems to be starting no problem now. Over here you can see the really glorious high quality anti-theft system. This is a disconnect for the battery. That's necessary, as you'll see when we get into the inside, because it doesn't have a key anymore. You just turn the ignition and it starts. So I'll show you that as well in a moment. Looks like it might have a newer starter on it. And I think I'll check the fluids, but I believe everything is topped up and running good. All right, so continuing the interior tour, we've got a quality, this used to be electric, I think, when we bought the car. It's been retrofitted to this very high quality crank mechanism. Put that windshield down in the back. And then we can open up the tailgate. Looks like the spare is in pretty good shape. It's always good. It has been repainted. I believe it was originally that lovely avocado green color when we bought it. I'll have to check out the toolbox. I'm really hoping that an inflatable mattress is going to fit back here, and we'll pick up the interior tour in just a minute. All right, so coming into the interior here, got some nice seat covers, nice dash cover, trash can, Silverado emblem. Made especially for Russell Kirk. That was my dad. My cousin worked for the Yuma Proving Grounds and did a bunch of work on this truck, including retrofitting the engine to a 454 that I believe is bored out to a 486. Here's the old rear window control that obviously is defunct. And I don't know, that's rear AC. I'm not sure if that works. We've got a good high quality four-wheel drive system that I may or may not test out, and Bluetooth Alpine deck that I'm hoping I might be able to connect to for the trip, but I brought a speaker if not. And we've got the obligatory cowboy hat holder up here. Interior lighting looks like it might not be functional anymore, and yeah, some speaker retrofits in the past. Here's the start button right here. We retrofitted it so it no longer requires a key. And now you get to hear that lovely, lovely motor. Fired right up. Good news. I'm not sure about the exhaust system, so I stopped at the hardware store to purchase this bad boy. I'll be installing that in a future video before the trip goes. I want to make sure that the fuel I smell inside the cab is not indicative of any carbon monoxide issues. Oh, I see my dad put up a really nice, looks like a hook for hanging something there, maybe here. And let's see here, the rear seats still function. Sorry for the old man noise. Oh, we got some stuff that might come in handy on the trip. It's like really nice quality. And we've got lap belts. I don't know if you saw that or not, but we've got nice lap belts, keep me safe. And oh, and I also discovered a really cool fishing tackle box that was left in the rig. got some speakers on it. Not sure if it works or not, but we'll check that out. And fire extinguisher. So looking good. All right, so I emptied out the toolbox, and I thought I'd give you guys a look at what there is to be found in there. So we've got some random cordage, little tool tray, big wrench, looks like a torque wrench of some kind, some bungees, some chain, a couple of old jacks, puncture seal disinfecting wipes, the ever useful clothes hanger. Looks like we got some extra spark plugs, some hose clamps, some other stuff. This was my favorite find. It's like a spoon that I'll use for my camp spoon, I think. Clean it off a little bit. Not sure what this is. Obviously some kind of engine air pumps, maybe a compression meter for the cylinders, I don't know. Several of these, there's lots of random stuff in there too. We've got some Allen wrenches, miscellaneous tools. This could come in handy. And a replacement belt, serpentine belt, bag of miscellaneous straps. What is this? Yeah, a 454 badge. As I said, I think it's a 486 now. Got a 54 badge too, just in case we need it. And then a lot of random parts. So anyway, the adventure shall begin. All right, I found and inflated this thing in my mom's shed in the shop. Looks like I might be limited on headroom, but I'm gonna try that out. It's gonna be where I'm gonna be hopefully comfortably sleeping for the next few days. All right, the frame. I mean, we got some rust up there, but that's floor plan. The frame member itself looks like it's in pretty darn good shape, especially given that it's a 50-year-old rig. And now we're looking at the passenger side.